Now, thousands of events are taking place around the country to mark Culture Night. The free event is now in its 10th year, and our arts and media correspondent Sinéad Crowley is standing by for us. And Sinéad, there really is something for everybody in the audience this year.
There really is, and it's hard to believe it's 10 years later, but it really is. We're here in Temple Bar tonight, and this is literally where it all began, because 10 years ago it was decided here just to open a couple of galleries on a Friday night late, free of charge, just to see if people would be interested in coming out and about. And Culture Night really has become a phenomenon since then, because around 350,000 people are expected to go out and about tonight to sample cultural activities, artistic events all over the country. Some are already booked out, there's plenty still available, plenty of places still available, and everything is kicking off around now. But earlier I had a look at some of the events that are going on in Dublin this evening. Áras an Uachtaráin is always a popular venue on Culture Night. Visitors can take a tour through the historic halls and visit locations including the President's study. And yes, it is a working study, and you can see the desk just as he uses it daily. They also like to find out just who has been in these rooms before them.
Well, there's been many names you'll recognise: Princess Grace, Prince Rainier, John F. Kennedy, and in more recent times, of course, we've had the famous Bill Clinton. And when the Queen arrived here to meet with Mary McAleese, this would have been their initial meeting, and their tea and coffee had it.
Unfortunately, the Áras an Uachtaráin tour is fully booked this year, but there are regular tours on Saturdays throughout the year. Meanwhile, there will be plenty more to sample in Dublin City tonight, and this year multilingual tours will take place too, in languages including Polish, Italian, German and French.
I'll be obviously addressing the legacy of Theobald Wolfe-Tone, the United Irishman, and the links with France, but not only the hard revolutionary. I'll also be looking at the influence of the soft Belgian Revolution in 1830, because it made a deep impact on Daniel O'Connell.
Ich bin für die Deutschen zuständig. I'm looking after our German friends this evening. And we're going to concentrate on Georgian Dublin, that's to say the Georgian quarter of South Dublin.
Arts Minister Heather Humphreys was in Temple Bar this afternoon as final preparations were being made, and the stage is now set for Culture Night 2015. And speaking of stages, I'm here in Meeting House Square at the moment, and behind me the RTE Concert Orchestra will be here very shortly, along with lots of other performers. They'll be live on RTE Radio on the Arena programme between 7 and 10, so if you can't make it out tonight, you can listen to a lot of the events on radio. But look, really there's very little excuse not to get out and about somewhere tonight, because there's so much going on all over the country, and we are now going to be able to have a look at some of the other events that are happening around Ireland this evening.
Students at the World Academy of Music and Dance got Limerick's Culture Night off to a lively start with a taste of trad at the University Concert Hall. The skill of traditional sign writing is exhibited in Love Letters from Limerick, which celebrates a love of letters and sign writing. A giant hand-painted sign with the title of the Cranberries' first album has been erected in Limerick City Centre for Culture Night to showcase this art form.
Culture Night in Galway began early for a group of people who are spending 24 hours locked in a freight container. The Infinity installation aims to raise awareness of forced migration to Europe. Participants will be released tomorrow afternoon. Elsewhere, there's a hectic schedule of events across counties Galway and Mayo, with activities planned for arts lovers of all ages over the next few hours.
Across the southeast, there are dozens of events celebrating Culture Night. Each county is hosting separate events, including many musical and dramatic performances and art exhibitions. In Waterford, the night coincides with news of a packed series of events for the forthcoming Imagine Arts Festival in the city, which runs in October.
The work of artist Joe Caslin has literally changed the face of Tullamore for Culture Night. A teacher at the local college, his giant paper portrait of a young man now adorns the offices of the municipal authority and is intended to highlight the social plight of young males in Ireland in the face of emigration, mental health issues and youth unemployment.